It's a flat-out lie. You want to know who the real threat is, Madam President? They look like many of the members that sit in the front.
Our residents deserve a mayor that will stand up to Donald Trump and say no.
Is Zoran Mamdani an American like we are? No, he's absolutely not. Is Ilhan Omar American like we are? No, and
God forbid a Muslim wanted to do it. And God forbid a Somali wants to do it. And boy, he's making everybody angry. That's racist.
I don't know if I can go with it being he's making people angry because they're racist. He's making people angry because his policies and his ideas are totally ignorant. But let's just talk about it. Grace and peace, everybody. Thank you so much for jumping in. Y'all have seen this. There's this trend of these very radical, super leftists, socialists, communists running for mayors of key cities in the United States. This is becoming very problematic. So we've seen the guy that looks like he's the an extra from that movie with Tom Hanks inserted here somewhere. But he's running for mayor of Minneapolis. And we're gonna just pull it in. I'm just gonna let you watch it. We just call him the Timu Mondani because we got Zoran Mondani over there in New York City, and now we got this dude over here in Minneapolis, and it's looking pretty bad. So let's go.
And being called terrorists. We heard them being called drug dealers. We heard a lot of insults. We heard that they're a threat to our national security, and that's a flat-out lie. You want to know who the real threat is, Madam President? I'll give you a hint. They don't look like our chief author. They don't look like the folks up in the gallery. They don't look like the folks out in the rotunda. They look like many of the members that sit in the front. And you don't have to take my word for it. According to DHS, Madam President, the greatest domestic threat facing the United States comes from, quote, racially or ethnically motivated violent extremists, specifically those who advocate for the superiority of the white race, not our immigrants. We are safer and we're better off because of them.
The Mamdani effect has spread across the country and landed in Minneapolis. Omar Fateh, a Muslim man with Somalian heritage, is a Democrat mayoral candidate for the city. And like his New York counterpart, he's pushing some very controversial ideas that are putting blue-blooded Americans offside.
To make an affordable Minneapolis that works for everyone, we need a mayor that works as hard as you do. I'm ready to work hard to 1. Build a Minneapolis that working people can afford to call home. 2. Protect our city from a hostile White House. And 3. Diversify our city's public safety response. By increasing the minimum wage to $20 by 2028 and passing rent stabilization to stop price gouging and incentivizing new construction, we can protect workers.
Fateh, much like Mamdani, is also exploiting the sentiment of his Democratic base by running on a very vocal anti-Trump ticket.
Protecting all of our communities from Donald Trump means not letting MPD interact with ICE, whether it's for an immigration raid or not. Our residents deserve a mayor that will stand up to Donald Trump and say, no, not in our community.
He has also made his allegiances to the Somalian community very clear, using politics to push through his community's agenda.
Investing in increasing affordable housing and not gentrifying our neighborhoods. These are all things that are causing harm to our community because of this idea that there isn't money, when in reality, we do have this money to spend on this. It's just that we're choosing not to. It's not a value of ours. So right now, we're blessed to have 3 Somali elected officials at the Capitol. Me, Sister Holden Hassan, who's in the State House, and Brother Mahmoud Noor. And we work very closely together, and we carry each other's bills. So the way it works is, if there's a bill in the House, it needs an identical bill to be carried in the Senate for it to be negotiated and to pass in the committees, and then go on for the floor session, and then go on to the governor's signature. So we're able to pass our bills back and forth that'll help benefit our communities.
Online commentators have blasted the candidate, with this person saying, Omar Fateh is a socialist running to be the mayor of Minneapolis. He said his goal is to infiltrate the government to enrich the Somalis. And this person agreed, saying Minneapolis may get its own Zoran Mamdani. It's spreading. Omar Fateh is running for mayor to freeze the rent, raise the minimum wage by $4 over a couple of years, Why not 100? Trump-proof the city and diversify public safety response, i.e. defund the police. You gotta be kidding me. He's basically cloning Zoran's platform, has to be defeated. Fateh's push for politics comes after Zoran Mamdani created waves in New York City, being elected as the Democrat nominee for mayor of the city. Former Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy has warned that this trend signals a further shift to the left for the Democrats.
Your thoughts on what's going on?
This means much more because this is a very big race. I mean, this has ramifications beyond New York. And the Democrats are in a transition period. Which direction do they go? And it tells you two things in this race, right? Cuomo's in this race. Everybody assumes he's going to win. Mamdani enters and he has a 1%. He destroys Cuomo. He comes out stronger than anybody thinks. So the party is moving towards a socialist wing, AOC and others. But it's another telling story for the Democratic Party. It means they're leaderless because it means Schumer and Hakeem are not the leaders. They're trying to find somebody new.
Commentator Jack Pozo echoed these sentiments at the Turning Point conference, saying these would-be politicians are not American.
And this idea that I think we've been laboring with, this experiment that we've tried in mass immigration has been a mass failure. It has been a failure. And this idea that if you just hand someone a piece of paper, that makes them American, guess what? It's failed. It's wrong. It's not true. And as I stand here before you today, I'll ask you a question. Does Kami Mamdani, does Zoran Mamdani seem like an American? No, he's not an American. Is Zoran Mamdani an American like we are? No, he's absolutely not. Is Ilhan Omar American like we are? No, and
it's looking like the exact same scenario is going to play out when it comes to who the Democrats are going to pick in their primary to represent the Democrat nomination going into the 2025 mayoral race in Minneapolis. Mamdani was light years ahead of Cuomo when it came to galvanizing all of these different groups. In the same way, Omar Fateh is doing the exact same thing. He's already been endorsed in his state Senate run by the Democrat Socialists of America, and already in this mayoral race, they've come out and endorsed him. He has a whole host of other establishment Democrats across the Twin Cities who have also endorsed him. The truth of the matter is, Minneapolis has the same problem as New York City. The Democrats allowed the far left, the Marxists, the Socialists to have political power, and they have now taken over.
That needs to be said, and that's something that Democrats need to sit down with. You've allowed your party to be overtaken. If this isn't you, though, you've allowed your party to be overtaken by these people.
And there's really no way to stop this beast once you've unleashed it into your political apparatus.
God forbid somebody want to raise the minimum wage over $4. God forbid a Muslim want to do it. And God forbid a Somali wants to do it. If you haven't heard already, Omar Fateh is running for Minneapolis mayor. And boy, he's making everybody angry. That's racist. Charlie Kirks of the world, and everybody's coming after his neck. And some foolish reporter even went off to say we should only have American-born individuals running for these type of positions.
Why not?
This brother was born in Washington, D.C. But what she really wants to say, I don't want Somali black Muslims running for mayor.
No, that's not it. I don't know the context of somebody saying that we should only have American-born persons running. I do agree that you should be American. And not just you've come to a country and become a naturalized citizen, or I mean, for crying out loud, we got people who are in elected offices that are illegals. So that's definitely that's not a problem. So no, it's not that at all. But even more than that, this man is working diligently to craft a Somali friendly neighborhood in the middle of Minneapolis. Why not craft a Minneapolis friendly community? Why do you have to have a Somali friendly community? Why are the Somali people not Minnesotans? Why are they not Minneapolis residents? Why are they not a part of the society? Why are they their own separate community? That's the problem.
This is not something we should be shocked of by the disbelievers. This is something we should expect, as Allah warns us in the Quran. But if you're a Somali, you better support him with everything you got. Because they're coming after bro. Because he's trying to raise the minimum wage over $4. Wow, $4? You might never see this video, Omar, but if you are, bro, you have my full support. And you have all the Somali support in the world. Forget that, bro. You have Allah. If you have Allah and they don't, who can take you down? They're afraid, honestly, because the position they've been holding for such a long time is in threat. You got the Muslim guy in New York, now you got Omar Fateh.
If you didn't already know, I'm supporting Senator Omar Fateh for mayor of Minneapolis, and I have an ask for you. For those of you who live outside of Minneapolis and maybe don't know what I'm talking about, Omar Fateh is our version of Zohran Mamdani. He is a DFLer who is also part of the Democratic Socialist of America, and he's running to be mayor of Minneapolis.
Party of pregnant men. Wait. Sorry about that. It jumped on me a little quick. The party of pregnant men out voting for Muslims. That is crazy work. Another Omar from Somalia. Have Americans not learned from the other one? I don't know. It is like picking through a bag of rotten apples and not finding a good one. Mini Somalia. That's hilarious. Mini Somalia. That's it. We're cooked. I mean, I hate that brother was so clear about it earlier, saying, hey, this is the Democrat Party now. This is going to be the Democrat Party. And they are leaderless at this point. They are leaderless. And this vacuum is going to keep drawing in some pretty weird people. So if you're a Democrat, you need to figure this out and let us know what it is down in the comments below. Do you agree that this gentleman is bad for not only for American politics, but even more succinctly bad for Minneapolis? Or do you think, no, this is perfectly fine, Jason? Let me know what your comments are, what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you for your support. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.